Hello, family. This is Dr. Frank. This is lunch break on my first day of fast, dry fast. The morning was busy. Thank to the Lord for getting me through that busy morning. I would like to walk you through my day from 7:30 in the morning when I left the house to now. I made a video preceding this current video talking about how I prepare for fast from the day before, which was yesterday, to this morning at 7:30 a.m. And now in this video, I'm going to take you through what happened from the morning till lunchtime when I'm sitting here in my car talking to you. Let's get back to the morning. I mentioned that I woke up early in the morning at 4 a.m. I would like to place an emphasis on the importance of waking up early to pray. Praying early before dawn. That's what Jesus did in Mark chapter 1 verse 35. The Bible says Jesus rose way early before daylight to go to the mountain and pray. Why did the Bible say way early before daylight? There is a secret there. You want to pray during the last watch of the night, between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. That's when God comes and cancel all satanic activities of the third watch, which was between midnight and 3 a.m. You want to connect with God in prayer. You want to be there grinding and doing warfare prayers during that time. That's why. There are scientific studies reporting that the highest rate of death in the hospital is between 3 a.m. and 8 a.m. We're talking about the last watch of the night and the beginning of the first watch of the day. Very important to connect with God so there are less death, Satan knows that, but a lot of Christians don't know. They wake up at 8 a.m. when the action has already passed and start praying late. Put your alarm on at 4 a.m., guys, and let's begin to wake up early and pray. It's time to do warfare. Let not Satan take advantage of our lack of knowledge. So let me start and walk you through how I prayed from 7:30 in the morning when I left the house to lunchtime now. I entered my car in praises, choosing one of the songs I like to sing. You have shown me mercy. You have shown me mercy. So I sing that song and then I relax and get in the mood of prayer. I begin to take authority. And that's where prayer in tongues comes in. You guys might not be familiar with prayer in tongues. It's a scriptural activity. In 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 2, Apostle Paul teaches us about praying in the Spirit, connecting with God while uttering words that no one else understands, not even yourself. So you utter words, rakanaba kunaba karaba. You're thinking something that you raise as a prayer point. You might raise a prayer point that goes like this: I'm defeating the witchcraft powers of my father's house. You're thinking you're defeating those witchcraft powers and you're communicating with God through using your mind, but you're uttering other words. Roko nabako sogro. You are elsewhere. That's a powerful warfare weapon. It gets Satan confused. It engages you in prayer. It edifies you as the Christian praying, and it confuses your enemy. So I use it. I intensify my prayers as I get closer to the clinic. I address three principalities: the witchcraft principalities, occultic principalities, and territorial principalities. I know territorial principalities going to play a role as I get to the clinic. I'm going to face some challenges there. There will be evil spirits from patients, whatever they bring to the table, whether it's addiction, all those diseases have behind them spirits that are infusing those diseases inside patients. So I pray against them: cancer, diabetes, hypertension. I declare, and then I bless my staff. I ask that the Lord help them communicate with patients well, that God blesses them and give them strength and energy to do their work properly, so we are efficient in taking care of those patients. I pray for myself, for my preservation. I make sure that God is keeping me safe, that God is giving me the intelligence and the leadership potential to face all the challenges I'm going to have to go through. I pray for my spouse. I pray for my children, for their preservations, for their day overall. And after I'm done with praying with my family, I pray also for my extended family back home. I pray against altars, familiar altars from my father's house, familiar altars from my mother's house. As I get to the clinic, I get out of the car, I start walking, I lower my volume of tongues, I continue to connect with God. As I reach the clinic, I greet everyone, and I get to my room, prepare for my first patient. At that point, the patient is already in a room. I pray in tongues again for 2-3 minutes so that I'm charged. When I get in the room, there's good atmosphere. The Lord is present. No matter what is in the room, the Lord will act. I see patients, about 15 patients in a day. And then I get a surprise. I have a drug rep that comes with breakfast. I'm fasting, so I have to say no to that breakfast. Other members of the staff, come and enjoy their Dutch Bros breakfast, which I love, but I can eat. That's the choice I've made. I will not eat Dutch Bros on that morning. I may eat later in the day, but not this morning. So when I'm done talking to the drug rep, I return to my activities, see the patients. Sometimes I face challenges that require me to get out of the room and go pray again in my office. It may be, whatever the patient has brought to the table. And it helps to pray, to do warfare prayer and come back. Sometimes those patients don't even know I've been praying for them. I don't let them know always. So when I'm done doing it, it's almost lunchtime. It's time for me to go back to my car. I get another surprise because for some reason on my day of fast, that's when all the food comes in. We can go 3 days without any lunch or breakfast, but when I fast, that's when all the drug reps want to schedule their lunch and breakfast. No problem. I go and speak again. Everyone had themselves with food, and I say no. I'm not sad. I'm still very happy. I've been prepared. My body, my mind, my spirit know that I'm fasting and I'm connecting with God. I don't need to eat. I will not eat. I'm not even hungry. Remember, I've prayed not to be hungry, and the Lord has helped me. So I get to my car and I'm sitting here. It's my time to pray. It's about 20 minutes prayer. Starting praises for 2-3 minutes, and then engage in declaration to reinforce my prayers of the morning. I declare those. I pray in tongues again. I love it. The enemy is confused. At that point, the enemy has no room to attack me. And I feel like I'm connected to God. God is listening to me because I've cleared the way and I've done the right thing. Now, let me tell you, praying 3 times a day should be a standard, especially when you fast. You don't want to miss that lunch break prayer. If you look at Psalm chapter 55, verse 17, you see that King David, a very busy king, prayed 3 times a day. In Daniel chapter 6, verse 10, you see that prophet Daniel, who was a statesman in Babylon, very busy guy, prayed 3 times a day, even when he was fasting. So don't miss that lunch break prayer. It's important. It reinforces everything. It settles the declaration of the day. At that point, it's almost time to go back to work. I prepare for my afternoon session. I declare good things for that afternoon session, and I get into some warfare again. I will stop here, and I will talk to you in my next break, which will be in the evening at the end of the day. I will describe to you what I did in the afternoon. If you like this video, click on the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're interested in my book that describes the fasting process, you can order it on Amazon. It has all the details you need to learn how to fast. God bless you, and I will see you next time.